Second Cup is brought to you by Roswell Park Comprehensive Care Center.
Oh,
Hi, everybody.
good morning.
Good morning.
That was funny.
I always make Aaron laugh right before Second Cup starts. I'm good for one or two.
Two today. Two
today.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? What was the first one, the pie?
No, but I remember I laughed before because I still had this cough.
You remember laughing before?
And then you made me laugh. So, yeah.
Mom, if you're with us, let me know. I remembered Aaron's pie today.
Yeah, and I'm going to eat it right after that. I was literally unwrapping it.
You better be careful because the pie's really good. Yeah. And if I go in there and it's still untouched, I might be snatching it back.
It'll be gone. Yeah. I was about to eat it right now. And then Nick was like, oh, you're on Second Cup.
If you're just joining us for the pie saga, my mother made a pecan pie the other day. Not for Aaron.
Which is my favorite.
Not for Aaron because my in-laws are here.
And for Aaron.
But we know that Aaron likes pecan pie, so she did wrap him a piece, and then I forgot it.
So I was all, and you had texted me, I'm bringing pecan pie tomorrow, so I was all excited. I didn't bring any snackies or desserts because I counted on you.
Any snackies, you guys.
And
what a day.
Boom, I walk in, and she's like, oh, I forgot it. Even though your mom said, leave it in the car so you don't forget it. I guess you're not perfect after all.
I don't want to tell you who brought in the groceries that night or the food that night
really?
because then I'll be throwing Paul right under the bus. Yeah, we just carried it.
I figured it wasn't your fault. I figured
You figured it right. Paul threatened to eat it the other day. That was pretty funny.
I know that is not something you made me laugh at. Remember, I was very nervous about that. Yeah. I did see your mom's name there. So here. Good morning.
Hi, Mom. The pie, don't worry. The pie's in Aaron's.
Happy New Year. At 8:30,
greedy little hands.
I'm going to eat it. Yes. Yeah. I literally unwrapping it. And then they said, get out there. And no chair for you either. You're going to stand the whole time. Yes,
we did decide you don't get a chair today. Yeah. So
which is fine. Whatever. I really want that
sitting
pie.
Is so nice. I just love sitting. All right, we got to talk about the Bills and what we think about this week's game.
Oh, your mom says she's feeling the pressure.
Yeah.
No pressure. I've had the pecan pie you've made before, and it's awesome. So
it's good.
It's going to be, I cannot wait.
I didn't even realize how much I like pecan pie until we started having it. And then I'm like, where has this been all my life?
I know. I love pecan pie.
Normally, I'm a pumpkin pie girl in the fall, like for Thanksgiving.
I'm not.
Yeah. See, and I love it. But then someone introduced me to the pecan pie. I'm like,
Mark, you're right. Thank you for that game was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my New Year's Eve.
This.
Did you see my picture?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about the you. I know. I've got my parents' weekend shirt and my hat on, and I was all. Plus, I had the Sabres game on too. It was I'm like, sports could just bring so much joy.
Big day for Aaron. Yeah. He's a real cool dude.
Both games, I was a little nervous. Come on, Sabres 9 in a row. If they had lost one to Dallas in Dallas, I would have been totally fine with that. They dominated Dallas, and it was an awesome game. And then Miami beats Ohio State. That had some ebb and flow to it. That had me nervous, but what a game. And now I went to look on the schedule. I just looked. I was going to take off next Friday so I could watch the game next Thursday night. Autumn's already off. She beat me to it. She must also want to watch.
That must be it.
Yeah.
That must be it.
But if they go to the championship game, it's in Miami. So I might be taking off the next day.
All right. Very good.
We'll see.
Okay. Wanted to talk about the Bills game.
Oh, yeah. I guess we should talk about it.
Yeah. Well,
let's stick with the sports theme. I love it.
We're guessing Josh probably won't play. We think he'll take the snap and then call it to hopefully make his foot feel better.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I can't imagine that they'll have Josh out there. I would think maybe treat it like, do a series or two, make sure that you're staying crisp.
Yeah.
And then just get ready for whomever you got to play the following week. Like that game last week,
I know,
so close in so many ways. Like that 4th down stop. This was a pass.
I know.
Called a fumble. His arms going like this. So, you had a couple of calls that didn't go your way. And, you didn't score there by a few inches. You missed the extra point like that.
Yeah.
Changed the whole game.
Sure did.
He makes that. Then you make the next one and boom, it's 14-13. So, I would imagine that they're going to do what's best for the playoffs. And you've kind of seen the team. I don't know. I feel like this whole season has been to get to January.
Yeah. So we think we'll probably potentially be the best we could finish is 5th seed.
Yeah.
Do we know? And we'll have to wait and see then who we would play.
Yeah, you're not going to know until because Pittsburgh and could be Pittsburgh or Baltimore. Do I really want to go to Baltimore? I don't know.
A lot of people have said no. Beauvais was saying I heard him say, I don't know, you know.
I don't know. I mean, you know what? They've got, Henry. So he's obviously a great running back.
Yeah.
Doesn't really bode well for us. Pittsburgh, we've beat them recently. I could do that. New England doesn't really scare. Like, I mean, they're good, but like we just beat them at home. And then, Denver will probably be sitting at home just waiting for the next one. I think Jacksonville is where we're going to be going.
All right. Della says, rest up, Josh. Marguerite says, we can't afford to have Josh hurt. Julie, funny, because she's pointing out it is the last game at the current Highmark Stadium. She's saying she's never been to a football game at the stadium. She's going to continue her record. There you go. There were some tickets available. What did I say they were this morning? Like $120
I think you said 100
like
something. Yeah, it should be a pretty fun day. I could see your hesitation. You're like, backups, or I want to save my money because I might want to fly to an away game.
We kind of said too, this is a big game. Don't get me wrong. Like, you and I don't go to like a ton of games.
No.
The season ticket holders, this is a game for them. Like we were saying, this is a game for the fans, and it's those season ticket holders.
Absolutely. Because you've been sitting next to, we've been sitting together. 30 years. I saw your kids grow up, and now I'm sitting next to them, and all those sort of memories. Or hey, we used to bring the RV here on Wednesday and party up all week. Like that used to be a huge thing. So
and now
I could see,
even if you got tickets, there's no guarantee you're right next to your friends anymore.
Yeah, in the new stadium,
your whole section could change.
Or they said, I don't really want to pay a PSL.
Or maybe you change your mind, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I do think it'll be a rocking time at the at the stadium, Highmark. I always want to call it Ralph Wilson Stadium, but at Highmark on Sunday, you get that 4:25 start, so you're tailgating all day, and sometimes getting home at like 8 or 9 after the game makes it tough to wake up on Monday.
Yeah. Marguerite said she had a free opportunity, but she prefers her sofa. I love to say, because I also really enjoy watching the replays. Like I like hearing the commentary. I know sometimes we don't love the people who do the commentary, everybody.
Collinsworth.
But I like to listen to it, and I like to hear what everybody has to say, and I like to see the replays and stuff.
I'm with you. I do like to see the replays. I like the simplicity of going to my own restroom.
Yes.
I don't have to say down in front to anybody.
My snacks are right here. I really think one of the hardest jobs, now listen, everybody's going to get cynical and be whatever, but would be to be a legit like ref and ump. Like those are hard jobs. And I know we're saying, people call the game, they're going to make these calls, whatever. But realistically, if you're doing that and you're like at the top of your game and you're like, so many times I'm like, I got to see the replay on that. And I'm watching the close shot that the photographer got,
I couldn't imagine how difficult that is. Like that, or the NHL is how fast. These games are so fast. It's different when you're sitting on your couch. If you're ever there, like close, like in the front row, like, oh my goodness.
Right.
These are like the strongest people in the world running into each other. And then you've got to make like, oh, that's holding, like in a split second. Yeah. I coach soccer, and a couple times, like we didn't have a ref, so I'd have to ref the game. We're talking little kids here, 12, 13.
Yeah. So you should really be screaming at them.
Yes, screaming and yelling because everyone on the field
want them to get
is playing professionally at some point. And I'm like, wow, this is great. Like offsides, I don't know, it was close. Like, do you call it? I mean, that's tripping, or do they run into each other?
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I have a total respect for the refs because you walk in the field, people are booing you. Like, who's coming on? Oh, it's the refs. Yeah.
Shirley says, well, we get the best views from our couch. I will say my one girlfriend used to live in Chicago, and she said for some reason she would end up, like she would come back for a lot of Bills games. She actually had season tickets. And she said a lot of refs were on her flight. Like a lot of them must be based in or fly through Chicago to get back to where they had to go to. So she's like, the game refs would be on her flight back to Chicago because they fly there.
Well, they're not full-time employees.
You know what? A lot of times they wear like an NFL or whatever they'd be wearing, and she's like, people are like, like so mean to them. So funny.
Yeah, because they all have jobs during the week.
Yeah. Joe says he's going to miss the old stadium, but the new one's going to be nice. Can't wait to see their seats. Ooh, Joe, where are you going to sit?
Yeah, I wonder if you'll be sitting by Edward.
Josh says, I'm going to be there Sunday. I wonder if we're all going to run down the field after. Who's going to take down the goalpost? We'll face the Patriots, he thinks, in the playoffs. They're going to be eliminated. Let's go, Bills.
I did wonder too, Josh, if people are going to try to get onto the field. I was kind of wondering that. But I don't know. I think back in the day it was a lot easier. Now I think.
I don't know if that's going to be a thing.
If they're like, hey, we've got video of all of you on the field, and you can either pay the fine or we're going to track you down. Yeah.
My mom says, depending on who the announcers are, affects enjoying the game for her. Some announcers never stop yet.
Oh my goodness, MB. I was watching a game yesterday, and I was one of the college playoff games. I'm like, could you just like let the game breathe for a second?
Is that
One
how
of
you
them
feel
just
sitting
kept
next
going.
to me?
No, I don't really listen.
Yeah, I know.
What?
Yeah,
No, I'm just
yeah.
kidding. No, you do a great job. But yeah, sometimes you're like, let it go. Let the play. Let the announcers who can talk the least amount are the best ones.
Joe says he's in section 147 at the new one. Joe, there's your section. Check it out. It's in there somewhere.
147
degrees.
Sounds good.
Oof,
Nice.
that seems cool.
Look at that stadium. It is so beautiful.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I mean, when you look at stadiums around the world and they show them and you're like, oh, wow, we have one of those in our backyard.
I'm totally with Shirley. There's going to be a lot of security because they also know, like, they're also going to do the sale from all the stuff at the stadium. So they're going to be like making sure people don't take stuff.
Yeah. And we talked about those seats. I mean, I think that's awesome. Like the guy was like, what, $500 for a seat?
Yeah, something like that to get your seat. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I bet you, so they don't want them damaged.
No. And they, like, you just know
I think
I'm just going to say people.
Yeah.
People.
But there will be a lot. There might be a few people who want to, but I think that they will have just about every, police officer working on Sunday saying, no shenanigans here. You want that seat, you can come buy it when it's ready.
Kathy's son's going
Roses to hand tools.
Stadium. Go Bills.
Nice.
Yeah, that's really cool. We've got the game. And then before the game, just so you know, we did this special series called 52 Years of Fandemonia, which is super cool.
It's really good.
They talked to some really great characters. Like, you're always looking for a good character, tell a good story.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of them.
And it can be anybody, and I don't mean character like goofy person. I mean like a good character, like someone who's got a great story. And not like character
like the chefs.
Like Aaron's a real character. No.
I'm a hoot. I'm a hoot at parties.
People who have great stories. And so we found some great people for this special. So you can watch this on air leading up to it. It's also on our website, so you could go check it out whenever.
Very cool. Yeah. Bove worked very hard on that. So it's pretty awesome.
Thank
so that'll
you, Jordan. She's
on
so good.
Like Jordan. Boom.
She's on top of it.
Just puts that right in there.
Boom,
Thanks,
boom,
Jordan.
boom.
She stayed up late New Year's Eve to watch Rick Springfield.
She did. Yeah, she did. Why don't we give people a really quick forecast too, since you're here and we've got all that snow falling, and then we'll talk finances.
Okay.
Because I know you love to talk about that too.
Hang on. Let me get the maps.
Yeah,
set.
clickety-click your stuff.
Clickety-click. Okay.
Clickety-click,
Since we're talking about the Bills game, Bills-Jets, Sunday. If you're going early, I'm sure a lot of you will, around noon, some snow showers near 20. During the game, partly to mostly cloudy, low to mid-20s, but great news, it will not be windy. Winds will be very light during the game, so that is awesome because I know I've been to a lot of games where that wind just goes right through you. Not the case today. It's Sunday, I should say. Winter storm warning still in effect for southern Erie, Wyoming, Chautauqua, and Cattaraugus counties. Another 2 to 6 inches of snow expected south of Buffalo. We have some snow north and south of Buffalo right now. Parts of Niagara County and Orleans County, especially north of 31, Royalton, Newfane, Ridgeway, Medina, Albion, getting some light snow right now. Steadier snow coming in off of Lake Erie, mostly south of 20A from Warsaw to Hamburg, southward, Concord, Holland, Arcade, Machias, back over to Jamestown and Charlotte, Westfield getting snow. And you're going to see several more inches of snow, especially along the Chautauqua Ridge. 18 in Buffalo, 19 in Niagara Falls, 16 in Jamestown. Feels like 5 in Jamestown, 5 in Buffalo, 5 in Niagara Falls. And here's your hourly forecast for today. Teens this morning, low 20s this afternoon, mostly cloudy and chilly with that snow across the southern tier.
What was the temperature yesterday? I can't remember. Was it colder yesterday or today?
It was only in the teens yesterday, so it's cold today.
Okay.
You're looking at low to mid. I have to check the exact. Yeah.
It
you know
really
what?
cold to me
it was
yesterday,
cold yesterday, and I don't. I still have this like cold thing, so I really didn't do much of anything.
Yeah.
Started the new year off on the couch and kind of ended it on the couch.
Perfect.
All that football yesterday was awesome.
Yeah. Well, my mom was saying yesterday that she went out for a walk, and I got to get Bandit out for a walk today because I did not take him yesterday. He went outside. We ran out.
Yeah, but he needs to get a lot of energy out.
Yeah, he's gotten a little, he's a bigger dog. So like a big long walk sometimes isn't in the cards for him. And especially when it's this cold, you can't do a big long walk with these dogs. Like their little feet are going to freeze. So we go around the block. And if he goes around the block a few times, 2 to 3 times a day, he's a happy camper.
Yeah.
And he sees all his people.
Oh, yeah.
He's social.
Oh, I'm sure he's very social. Everyone
social.
loves Bandit.
Yeah. My mom
and he loves to kiss everybody.
And you're welcome for that. Specifically you.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear about the suit anymore. My dog gave you kisses. Maybe he's a little drooly.
A little drooly. He looked like me getting ready to eat your mom's pecan pie. Drool everywhere.
Because he was so excited to see you. I'd got him going too.
Yeah, well,
And he saw you.
I'd get some going, send some over to me, and her monster dog licking me, and I'm like, and then my pants are all covered in dog drool.
Blah, blah, blah. And you're welcome for the love.
Yeah. Well, I need to get that suit dry cleaned anyway.
Oh my God. Yesterday, the baby, total sidetrack.
Okay.
Is like, it just is what it is these days. Like, I'm like, okay, this is, I think, my life. The baby crawled over to the dog's like bed. And I'm like, and the dog was over on the couch. He doesn't care at all. And then he was
You
like,
care, though.
felt it. And he was like, and then he curled up in the dog's bed. And I'm like, oh my God.
Oh
like,
my goodness.
I'm so torn between like, maybe I should tell him not to do that. And also that is so cute
Very cute.
I took a picture of it. I was like,
I could see you posting it on your Instas and then saying, oh my gosh, my son is sleeping in
so
my dog's
cute,
bed.
though.
Yeah.
It was so cute. Yep.
Cute.
Yep.
That's cute.
All
But I'm glad they get along so well.
Yeah, they kind of like give each other their own space. Like
Yeah.
they do their own thing, and except for when there's food involved. Then there's not a lot of
It's
space.
a free-for-all.
And they're
Yeah.
right next to each other.
And your mom was right. It was sunny yesterday. It was nice to kind of open the windows and let some sun in.
She went for a walk, is what she was saying, and she's like, when I was bundled up, I felt good. You know.
Yeah.
And I agree. Okay, so we were talking about finances for the new year.
Okay.
So I went and I was reading this one report, and it was talking about investing, and specifically like if you're doing stocks or things like this. And it found that like we're talking like an active investment where you're like, I'm going to go buy this stock, now this one, now this one, now this one, now this one.
Yeah.
So this report showed people who do these active investments where they think they're buying these stocks that I'm going to think this one's doing all this one.
Okay.
Only 21% of those people do better than passive methods. Like you're talking about your target funds.
Okay. And now this isn't like every Friday I am putting my money in and buying, like you're not dollar cost averaging. You are just
you're
haphazardly buying when you think you can.
Or you're like a Robin Hooder, and you're going on kind of doing your thing. But it was.
I think 21% is pretty high.
They call them actively managed funds. What it sounded more like is like people are like, I'm going to buy this, I'm going to buy this, I'm going to buy this.
Yeah.
Because they're basically saying it's hard to win the game overall.
I read on TikTok that this is going up.
Exactly.
That's Ed's advice.
Read on TikTok. But anyway, so they're saying these passive funds a lot of the time, like a target fund where you're like, listen, I want to invest, I want to save for my retirement, I want to do whatever. They're saying throw it in where it gets more conservative as you get older, right?
Yeah.
It's, less conservative when you're younger. And so they're saying that's kind of the way to go. They say they tend to do better than based on this study they saw. So I was like, okay, that makes sense.
Totally.
Share that with people as we go into the new year.
I appreciate it.
And then we talked about, for the kids who are younger in our newsroom, how we always try to make sure they're in the 401k and they're putting on.
I was so happy when I came into work today and she's like, I looked at what you said and made sure that everything was set.
So after the show on Friday, Jordan, she goes, hey, Katie, can you come look at this? She's like, do I have what I need to? And I was like, that's what you want. Yeah, you want at least that. So she's doing a great job.
Good job. Makes me so proud.
Mark with his advice for the year. He's just going to keep betting on the horses.
There you go, Mark.
Put it all on red. Yeah. Oh, it's so funny.
Awesome.
Jeanette says, listen, she can't wait for her next Delaware Park day. She loves to go walk in Delaware Park. Will it really not be 30 until Tuesday? And she says, if the sun's out, she's going to be there.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Well, Monday will be 30. Tuesday, you're talking 40. So next week, temperatures will be above normal. And we kind of switch our pattern where we do start to warm up as we get into next week and through next weekend. So temperatures are expected to be above normal as after what seems like to be the very long stretch of cold weather.
Julie says the holidays, and Jordan actually said this today, threw her sense off of what day it is, continuously reminding herself today's Friday.
I know. Having yesterday off was awesome,
Yeah.
but I was like,
I know. I kept being like, oh, we got to go back to work.
I got to go back to work. Yeah.
Jordan says that was her way of avoiding a 20-minute lecture on her finances after her shift was over.
Well, you know that was coming, Jordan.
Mm-hmm. Julie said she enjoyed the holidays. Glad they're over. Marguerite said this was the longest week ever. And your mom says, good morning, honeys.
Oh, hey, Ma.
Happy 2026.
Happy New Year.
So the other story that we had today, and I don't think that you got to hear this, you were probably working on your graphics, was John Matarese did this story about saving money specifically on like groceries for the new year. So I thought that's a good second cup story.
Okay.
Is anybody like actively thinking this year, I'm going to try to spend less at the grocery store? And what are your thoughts on how to do that?
I was a little fuzzy on this one because I would think that you spend more at the grocery store, you would spend less on going out.
100%. And I think that part of it was, okay, part of it, maybe it was like spending less on food because some people were saying, yes, I'm going to try to eat in more. But this is something that I thought was funny. I'm like, oh God, the first 2 people he interviewed, here was their way that they decided they were going to save money, cutting back on drinking, cutting back on the alcohol, doing dry Januaries.
We'll save you a lot. Oh, dry January, that's a big thing. Did you do that? Or?
We've done it before.
Well, you were pregnant, so you probably did it.
Yeah, I did dry like last year, basically. Yeah.
I feel like, did Paul do it or something?
Oh, Paul's done it a bunch of times. He'll do like dry January, sober October. Like he just likes to like reset.
Okay, I got you.
But like the first 2 people he talked to, this person said, I'll probably cut back on food and not drink much in January. And then this person said, we typically do a dry January and cut back on the sweets and heavy food.
Cutting back on the sweets is key. I know I have my thing that I like to buy, so it is what it is.
And they also, the expert that he talked to too also said so many of us still buy premium products and they don't need to be premium. So he's saying like, listen, if there is a store brand, that's the same thing. Start buying store brand.
Okay.
That's what the expert says. And I like a store brand.
It doesn't bother me. Yeah.
Either. There's a few specific things.
Yeah.
Like I like, this is so bad. I like my Mrs. Butterworth syrup.
Okay.
Listen, I know it's full of sugar and I know New York State, I should get the I like my Mrs. Butterworth syrup.
Yeah.
Ever since I was a little kid, it looks like a doll. I used to rock it like a baby.
I bet.
I love that syrup. That's what I'm buying.
Okay.
That's my premium product.
There you go. There you go. And I'm not giving up ice caps. And
right. So that's your premium product.
I mean, you know what? I know it's $4. A gallon of gas is less than the little ice cap, but it's my one thing that I like. And if I have like a day where I've either not accomplished anything or accomplished something, I'm like, I'll treat myself to an ice cap.
You need to reward yourself no matter what.
No matter what.
Howard said, I did my spending review yesterday. I saw I spent $7,000 on groceries. Ridiculous amount for a single guy. I'm going to try to cut it in half this year.
Wow. Well, I mean, $100 a week, 52. Wow.
How about this one? Chicken wings. Order out for a family of 4, $40 plus, making them myself $12. Guess what I'm doing?
Okay, I'll give you that. We did wings and pizza a couple months ago, and I was shocked.
Bored.
I just don't go out much, you know, and so
I don't get out much.
No, I don't. And we had some friends and family from out of town came in. So, well, let's go. And I was like, oh, wow.
My parents and I talk about this all the time.
I was floored. I mean, I was like, okay, well, I guess, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not going to say don't, eat, but
when we were
was
younger,
crazy.
If we had a babysitter, my parents would always get a pizza.
Yeah.
Like, Mom, remind me of how much a pizza was back then.
She'd probably leave like $10 or
something like that. Or they'd go pick it up and have the pizza. I want to say it was like $10 or something like that. Somebody else said, Linda said that's why they're stocking up on gift cards to restaurants, and they asked for gift cards to restaurants.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Noreen says they should really teach financial skills in school, just like science and other subjects.
Noreen, I've been saying that forever. Should be a class, basic financial skills and basic home skills.
So I did have something like that.
Like home ec used to be, but like really, hey, these credit card offers that you're going to get when you turn 18, you don't need to sign up for all of them. Yeah.
So we had a class at Sacred Heart, but you had to opt to take it. So it wasn't, a necessary class. But I remember them saying you got a family. I think I was like a single mom with 2 kids or something like that. So I'm feeding 2 kids and myself. And then you had a budget for food each week and you'd take the grocery ads and budget out your food.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, oh, we're not having asparagus this week. These prices. And now I'm still like that. Frugal.
you were frugal before frugal was cool. So that's, I'll give you that.
Jeanette says, learning how to use my air fryer I got for Christmas 4 years ago. I think I should just go buy smaller, less outdated one at this point.
Yeah, because they're pretty cool now. Like we got a new one that serves as like this all-purpose air fryer, and it's like this big.
Cool.
Yeah.
My mom said pizza was $5.99.
$5.99. Now you get a slice.
Yeah, right. No kidding.
Those were the days.
Mark says he'd rather have the air fried wings than fried ones. Marguerite says pasta dishes shouldn't cost what restaurants are charging. They're so easy to make at home.
Yeah, well, but someone brings it to you.
That's true. Yep. Della says buy the pizza, make your own wings. And Rachel's talking about your ice caps. We're all allowed our guilty.
Thank you, Rachel. I agree. Like every once, I shouldn't say every once in a while because almost daily when I drive by.
Yep.
Because literally there's like 15 of them on, your way home.
There you
like,
go.
oh, do I need one? No. Oh, wait, there's nobody in line. I'll go get one real quickly. So yeah, Rachel, I mean, you can't, take all the good stuff out. So I need nice caps.
Jeanette said she's so grateful her economics teacher took it upon himself to do a whole semester teaching you how to file taxes. Not part of the curriculum, possibly the best takeaway from high school.
There you go. It's like Jeanette's remembering the one thing from high school. The most important one was just the basics, how to pay your taxes, how to, just prepare, put money away or compound interest. All that stuff is so important. All right. Well, 8:26. That snuck up on me. Yeah.
I gotta go. All right. You got to go. Okay. Aaron will do his forecast in 1 second. Wait, somebody else said, I know what they asked. Wait, I wanted to pull it up. It was Marguerite. You asked if Ed was having his scopes today. So obviously, yes, he was very clear. He is having colonoscopy today and another stomach scope. Yeah, he is having them this morning. I saw him yesterday, actually. He came over to my house yesterday. We did our Christmas gifts. And he played with the baby for a while. So yes, he has those today. And I texted him last night before I went to bed. I said, how's it going? He said, about how you would expect. And I said, hang in there, buddy. But I'll touch base with him today. I'm sure he's doing all right. He'll be back. The plan is for him to be back on Monday. Howard says, how to reconcile a checkbook. Most people have no clue to how to do that. That's so true. And it's honestly, Howard, kind of becoming a thing of the past too, with everything online, whether it should be or not. All right, stand by. Aaron's going to do his.
Hey, good morning, everyone. I'm looking at the 190 right now by the 198. No problems going northbound or southbound. Things moving pretty smoothly on the main roads. No accidents or disabled vehicles. You can see a little damp from all the salt that's been put on them overnight. Excuse me. As we look at the warnings page, southern Erie, Wyoming, Chautauqua, and Cattaraugus County still under a winter storm warning until 10 p.m. today for about 2 to 6 inches of additional snow, especially along the Chautauqua Ridge. You can see the snow coming in off of both Lake Erie and Lake Ontario right now. We'll head north of Buffalo and Newfane towards Somerset, back toward Albion, Medina, Shelby, Royalton, getting a little light snow. We'll see a little light snow coming in off of Lake Ontario today. More snow south of Buffalo, although the lake band is weakening off of Lake Erie. Holland toward Warsaw, back toward Java, Arcade. We go from Ellicottville toward Randolph and back toward Mayville and Westfield. That's where the snow will be today. And like I mentioned, just a couple of inches of additional accumulation, about 2 to 4 from Java, Holland, Colden over toward Boston. Could see 4 to 6 from Cassadaga to Stockton, Jamestown, Cherry Creek, South Dayton, and that 2 to 4 inch range. Same thing with East Otto toward Ellicottville, about 1 to 3 for Wellsville toward Rushford for today. 18 in Buffalo, 19 in Niagara Falls, 16 right now in Jamestown. Feels like it's 5 in Jamestown, 5 in Buffalo. It'll be a breezy one today with winds gusting around 20 to 25 miles per hour. So you're going to feel that wind chill. Hourly forecast. Mostly cloudy, highs in the low 20s with some snow across the southern tier and also up near Lake Ontario. 2 to 6 inches in those lake bands with a high today of 23. Tonight, overnight lows in the teens, mostly cloudy with a few flurries. And then tomorrow, temperatures will be in the mid-20s with some snow late in the day. Mostly cloudy, mid-20s on Sunday. Some snow showers on Monday, rain and snow on Tuesday. Highs near 40 degrees for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Normal high 34, so above normal next week.
Oh, above normal sounds pretty good for a little bit. I wanted to pull up Howard's comment too, because this sounded cool. I use the Quicken program on my laptop. I love it. It lets me track all expenses, as I did yesterday, because you're telling us you spent $7,000 on groceries. Reviewing the yearly spending, it really opens your eyes up to spending. I love that. Maybe I'll try that, or maybe I'll do something on that for the show. Howard, do you have to physically track everything? Does it take like your credit card? Tell me how that works. I'll take a look at it myself too, but that's really interesting. It looks like you track all the expenses. So you must go in. That would be the one thing, like to try to make sure you're putting everything in. But I bet if you had the app, you could try to do it. God, I don't want to see what my Amazon spending was for this past year, especially having the baby. I ordered a lot of stuff. All right, everybody. Have a great day. We will be back here Monday. Have an even better weekend. And we better say it all together. Go Bills. I'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.